So listen, for those who are still gainfully employed during this pandemic, is the onus on you to spend your money to help boost the economy and get us out of this mess? Looks like a lot of economists are talking to the Toronto Star, and they are predicting that in this time of lockdown, people are ready to spend their money. They do say, however, please be cautious because we are in uncertain economic times. Okay, so ladies, is it incumbent on people who have jobs to start spending that cash to help us get out of this mess?
Listen, I am so very grateful to still be getting a paycheck right now. But I have to say, at the beginning of this pandemic, I was ordering up a storm. I was ordering clothing and food. And if the kids wanted something, I would order that for them just to make us feel better. It was almost like treating ourselves. Every other day, a delivery person would be at the door. But now that we're several months into this, I've changed my tune. I'm cooking a lot more, ordering a lot less. And it's because I think things are still uncertain. And it's important at this point to be fiscally responsible. We're not out of the woods yet. I'm also feeling better about myself and about the circumstances and understanding that maybe less really is more.
It's interesting, Marcy. There is, I think all of us have done a lot of reflecting on what we really need right now. And Krista on Facebook is no different. She wrote us to say, my income and my husband's stopped, and so did our spending. I'm trying to order in once a week to help restaurants in the area. Our grocery bill has gone way up, though, with all of us home all day long. I'm definitely shopping local to help farmers and will keep my money in Canada moving forward as much as I can. And Krista, I'm with you. Like, I can't believe how much money I'm spending on groceries. And they're, because I'm only doing pickups. I do every 2 weeks and they come in, or I get a little organic box, and I'm just so excited. And I think going forward, that is where I do want to spend my money. I want to support local farmers. And even though I've been thinking a lot about clothes too, and I want to support some, smaller boutique Canadian run companies. And I have been even Mark, I've bought some stuff from Melissa. But I'm doing that thing where a lot of times I'm just putting things in carts and just walking away as well, because it's hard to think about, like, even though I might like a pair of fancy shoes, when am I going to wear them? I might like a dress. Where am I going in it? I just don't know anymore. So I'm just kind of sitting on it and really prioritizing, what I need right now, which is basically just to eat.
Yeah, that is so true. Speaking of fancy shoes, the last sort of non-essential thing that I bought myself was on February 26th, and that's close to 3 months ago. Holy smokes. And that was a pair of authentic Venetian gondolier slippers. Now, at the time, this 60-year-old splurge just seemed like a good idea. Like, I didn't even question the purchase. It was like, obviously I need gondolier slippers. Everyone needs a pair of these. And I had no idea what was around the corner. And thinking about that now, if I had known, I wouldn't have bought these. And I wonder if that's why these slippers have now become my most prized possession. They bring me so much happiness. I put them on every single day. And besides the 3 outfits I have in heavy rotation, are you guys doing this? Like, you're looking at your stuff and thinking, I don't need a half of this stuff. I feel like I can get by on much less right now. And I almost just want one lovely thing of one lovely version of everything I own. I'm done with stuff.
Yeah.
Except for the slippers.
That's interesting. The need, right, of course. There's a need and then there's a want. I think all of us collectively are realizing you don't need a whole lot to get through the day, but what do you want to help get through the day? And I will say this, while we are facing unprecedented unemployment numbers, I think to the tune of almost 3 million Canadians who have lost their jobs in the last 2 to 3 months, which is staggering. And we're sitting at like a 13% unemployment rate. That means that the rest of us at the 87%, the rest of us, money makes the economy go round. And I think that on the one hand, while everyone is learning what they really need, the flip side is the Canadian government is spending historic amounts of money to try to keep our economy afloat. And who pays the Canadian government? We do with taxes. Businesses do with taxes. If those businesses aren't around and paying taxes, the government's not making money. If we're not working, the people who are working, paying taxes, who's not paying the government? So money does make the world go round, and it is incumbent, if you do feel securely employed, that you are maybe more mindful where you're spending your money, but spend your money, do it wisely. Unprecedented numbers of Canadians who are still working are actually saving more than ever. And on the one hand, I thought, oh, saving, like we're going to need that money, put it back into the economy, keep the government afloat so the government continues to keep us afloat. But then I'm reading things like people saying, for those who are gainfully employed, they're putting money aside to put down more, money down on their mortgages, or helping kids maybe buy their first place for the very first time, and they financially could have never done that before. So on the one hand, we're very sensitive to those who are not employed, but for those of us who are, we have to keep this economy moving, and we can do that with our money. And I'm not alone in that. Lauren on Facebook says, I have been addicted to online shopping. I have actually lost track of what I ordered. So every day when I go to the post office, it's like Christmas. I will say this to you, Lauren. I feel the exact same way, except my Christmas is when the delivery person leaves things on my porch and I open the door and I'm like, oh, it's Christmas morning. And you know what? I don't feel bad about it because I'm shopping more wisely, but I am trying to do my part to keep this economy rolling.
Hey, Jess, your gondolier shoes actually reminded me. I just glanced on this dining table that is now the home office. I ordered a pair of earrings right before the pandemic. I haven't worn them. I haven't worn earrings since the pandemic. And now I'm like, maybe I should put them on. It's a Canadian designer. This is the first time I'm putting on earrings during the pandemic.
Oh,
and I should buy more pairs. Do you like them? I should buy more pairs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're great.